Hi guys, welcome back to Day Trade Diary. It is the 11th of March 2026, and I'll give you an update about what happened yesterday on the 10th of March. It's day 15, as I mentioned, of my documented trading journey. Quite a quiet day yesterday. Oanda is at 15035, and Binance is at 9705, which brings us a total of 24,740 US dollars. And this is a slight dip from yesterday, but we're up 5.14%. And in absolute terms, that would be 1,210 US dollars. And the net asset value growth cumulatively is displayed here. So yeah, there are bound to be troughs or dips in this net asset value as the price of our chosen assets go down and we start to ladder down our orders. Our exposure now is quite minimal. I'll explain that in a second. But first of all, let's look at Bitcoin. So since yesterday's update, we had, when was yesterday's update? Yesterday's update was around this candle. And since then, we had one sell order and then one buy order, and then the market is quite choppy now. So yeah, we'll just continue to do our thing for Bitcoin, and I just wanted to show you the nice range of Bitcoin and all our buying and selling activity. Let me just zoom out. This is the 1 hour chart, and then let's just go back a few days. So you can see here with the range trading strategy, we buy all the way down, we sell all the way up, and we buy again on the way down, we sell on the way up, we buy on the way down, sell, buy, all the way, and sell all the way. Bam, 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 bam. This is a very nice take profit sequence here. So yeah, it is much more beneficial to do this trading strategy in a very, very rangy market like this. So let's pull it all off, and then you can see how rangy it is for the 4 hour chart, and then we can put a daily chart as well. So we've been trading this stretch here very effectively. And if it goes down and then it forms a new range, then we'll capitalize on that as well. Let's see what happens with Bitcoin. I don't know if this is the dip or it'll keep on dipping, but with our strategy, it doesn't matter. We know that Bitcoin will not go to zero, or is likely not to go to zero ever. As the very first cryptocurrency, yeah, all that Lindy effect and so on, and first mover and so on. So I do not believe that Bitcoin will go to zero, even with all this talk about quantum computing risks and breaking the algorithm, the SHA-256 algorithms and things like that. I think that the developers will adapt, and then we will be in a good place to face this quantum computing threat. Okay, let's move on to silver and gold. Sorry, silver and crude oil and also the Chinese stocks. So let's look at silver first. So no activity yesterday. We still have two open trades, the 25 unit and the 10 unit. No take profits, no buys. But isn't this super annoying? Like when you see this, look, I'll show you. It's come within a few cents of take profit and it didn't. So I find this extremely annoying. Let me see. Let me just show you. Look right here. This was the take profit at $90 something, and it almost hit, but it didn't. And then now the price is ranging down again. And we could have rebought if it had hit. And I've noticed that this happens quite a lot. I don't know if it's just me or I'm just being nitpicking here, but I noticed that it happens quite a lot. And it makes me wonder about the ladder size that I choose, and also bringing in things like support and resistance, and how to put the take profits before the resistance, not after the resistance, because obviously you want to take profit and then hit the resistance and then go down and then buy at support again. So I need to think about how I choose my ladder sizes again. But yeah, for silver, there's no activity. Let's look at crude oil because it's an interesting market. After that big spike and big correction, it seems to be ranging. It went as low as like 81, and then now it's at 91. I'm not sure yet. I think the crude oil market will still dip again, I might set some buy orders below the 80 mark, and let's see if it gets hit. For China A50, where is it? There you are. So it's gone up quite a bit. I've set a take profit up here. I might move that. We'll see if how it performs. So, but it's up $34 now, which is the most it's ever been up. Well, since last night, it's probably uh, the take profit was probably set around $50. So let's see if that hits. Ideally, we want it to dip, but we won't say no to profits as well. And I mentioned I was looking at copper. So copper has had a dip in the last 4 hours. Let's see if we can start to set some ladder or some grid trading down this copper chart. Okay, how long have we been recording? Okay, we have something here today to show you, and I just want to show you the how we choose a little bit of the ladder size and so on, right? Okay, this is the Bitcoin chart, and you can see here there are two indicators down here, and both of them are ATR, which stands for average true range, which is basically the height of the candle over the last 14 days average. It's pretty simple to understand. So you can see here in the average true range for the last 14 candles is 3,191 US dollars for Bitcoin, and the average true range for the last 7 days was almost $3,000. So this gives you an indication about your ladder size or your grid size. You want it to hit every day, ideally, but you don't want it to hit too many times a day, and you don't want it to hit like never or once a month. So the way I chose my grid size was basically half of the average true range, and in this case you can see it's roughly 1,500, and as you know, my Bitcoin ladder down and up is about 1,000 US dollars. So yeah, there is some flexibility involved because I like a little bit more action. So I've chosen 1,000. But of course, if you want more activity, you can choose your ladder size to be 500 US dollars, for example. And if you want less activity, you can choose it to be 3,000. Then it will probably hit once every couple of days instead of every day. And the reason why I bring this up today is because the volatility of our trades have reduced. The quantity of trades have reduced significantly. So there is that. Yeah. And yeah, similarly for other assets, this is for the China stocks. You can see the range here for the 14-day and for the 7-day average true range. So you can see the China stocks, the volatility is actually going up uh, in the last 7 days as compared to the last 14 days. So this is something interesting that we can look out for. Increased volatility means something is about to break to the upside or to the downside. Let's hope it's to the downside first so that we can ladder in our orders before we take off to the moon. Right, and then for silver, you can see that the average true range is going down, and this is even clearer displayed when you look at the 7-day ATR versus the 14-day ATR, where volatility in the last 7 days is somewhat lower already than the last 14 days. And lastly, for crude oil, yeah, this is not really representative because it's a huge spike on Monday. So yeah, we'll continue to monitor that. But of course, crude oil is super volatile now. You can see the daily candles are huge compared to what we have had historically. So the daily candles for the last, I don't know, 7 days, which is displayed here, is $10. Yeah, as compared to the old ATR, which is probably, I don't know, between $3 and $4. All right, so that basically concludes my update for today. I hope this gives a flavor about how the ladder sizes are chosen using the average true range. Okay, I'll update tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye.